This guide will walk you through the process of creating and managing searches and vacancies in SkillsMiner. This is a crucial aspect of SkillsMiner. Many hiring processes rely on candidates passively applying to your opportunities. Whilst SkillsMiner fully enables this, where we differ is we allow you to proactively find talent, both internally and externally. This comprehensive guide walks you through the full process to maximize this. You will land on the Vacancy Hub after signing into SkillsMiner and navigating to this section. The Vacancy Hub allows you to view and manage your vacancies in one place. At the top of the page you will see a list of fields as well as various filters and sorters. There is a lot of information displayed about a search or vacancy on the Vacancy Hub page. If not all of it is relevant to you, or it won't all fit on your monitor, you can edit the columns by clicking this button. This will display a list of fields that are currently showing. You can add and remove to suit your requirements. There are different types of sorters and filters. This is a sorter, and it allows you to order the results into ascending and descending order. In this example, it would toggle between vacancies with the highest or lowest amount of weekly hours. This is a filter. If you enter a value into the box, it will only show results which match. In this example, we have entered ACU, which results in showing vacancies with that value, as we see here for the acupuncturist vacancy. This is another type of filter. But, in these cases, there is only a limited amount of values, so they are listed in a drop-down list instead. Selecting full-time, as we have in this example, now shows all full-time vacancies. The main purpose of filters and sorters, of course, is to allow you to find the specific vacancy you're looking for. From here, you can look at vacancy details or create or edit an existing vacancy. Navigate to the Vacancies and Resource Matching section. Initiate the creation of a new vacancy by selecting the Add New Vacancy option. Enter the job title for the role you wish to fill. In this example we have entered Senior Masseur into the provided field. Click on the Select Occupation option, and then either type the name of the occupation, or search the list. This sometimes can differ from the job title name you have just created. For example, if your job title was Sandwich Artist, your occupation would be Fast Food Worker. Or, in our example, Senior Masseur is simply Masseur. If you're a Human Resources Manager, your list of occupations will be limited to those you have created within your organization. However, if you are using another role, you can select any occupation from our list of thousands. Here, we select Masseurs. You will now see the list of associated essential skills, knowledge and competencies. If you want, you can add more skills by clicking here. And then enter the name of the skill you want to add. And then selecting the relevant skill from the list. Here we are adding the skill of therapeutic massages. You can also remove any skills that aren't relevant, by clicking here. Next, enter the location of the vacancy. And then, from the list, navigate to the correct one. Click Next. On the Styles and Interest page, you can tweak any of the working styles or interest requirements. As previously mentioned, skills are the primary currency when it comes to employer needs, but for value-based roles, this section can help you find untapped talent, enabling you to upskill when they are in role. We use our vast occupational knowledge to ascertain generic working styles and interest profiles for each role, but, if you want to adjust any requirement, simply drag the slider on the element you want to adjust. Once you are happy, click on Create Search. Alternatively, you can continue to convert the search into a vacancy. You will be notified that the search has been successfully created. Navigate to OK. The search you have just created is now visible at the top of your list. You can now search for talent based on the criteria created, or convert the search into a vacancy. The main difference being that a vacancy appears on SkillsMiner Career Match to relevant job seekers and employees. If you have an existing job board you wish to integrate with, speak to your account manager at SkillsMiner. To convert the search, navigate to the Edit section. The purpose of entering the following fields is so they can be displayed on the vacancy. This gives prospective applicants the best chance of understanding their suitability and interest. You will notice some fields are already completed, so, firstly, enter the employer name. Obviously, in most cases this will be your organization. Now enter the job description. This can be quite a long piece of text, so you can copy and paste from an existing source. You can use the formatting options to present the job description in a more appealing way. This will make it stand out from the competition on Career Match. Input the weekly hours. Even if there is variability, an average, or estimate, will help potential applicants make an informed decision. Select the relevant job type. Now select the relevant contract type. Now enter the minimum salary and maximum salary. In this field, you can enter the link for users to apply for the vacancy. This is optional. If you enter a hyperlink, when a candidate applies on Career Match, they will firstly be notified and then they will be redirected to the application, and they will be added to your vacancy shortlist as an applicant. Alternatively, if you leave the hyperlink empty, they will be informed that they have applied. Whether they use a hyperlink or not, the applicant will then be informed they have successfully applied. You will receive an email notifying you have a new applicant to review, and they will be added to your shortlist. Now, click on Next. Here, you get to decide the visibility of your vacancy. Making it public will ensure the vacancy is promoted to the widest group possible, by showing it to every job seeker who has a SkillsMiner account. Making it private limits it to the job seekers on your platform. Of course, you may not have job seekers, if you do not share SkillsMiner with a community or previous applicants. Highlighting the internal option makes it visible to your employees. Give consideration to what you want to achieve. Making it public and internal will ensure you reach the largest number of people. But, if you are trying to give an advantage, explicitly, to your community, or your employees, then select accordingly. Navigate to Next. You will be notified that the vacancy has been created. Select the OK option to save as a vacancy. This vacancy will now be visible to the job seekers and employees selected in Career Match. Choose a specific vacancy from the Vacancy Hub. You can now see all the vacancy details that have been created. Here is all the candidates you have shortlisted. You can click on any candidate to see more details. Here you can see the skills you have chosen as essential for the vacancy, and the skills and styles profiles. If you want to make any changes to the vacancy, you can do so here. Please note, not all elements can be edited. And that's all there is to this section. Next we'll look at how to proactively find talent. Having navigated the vacancy details section, you now click the Find Candidates button. The Talent Match feature allows you to proactively mine for talent. This supplements any passive talent that may apply via SkillsMiner Career Match. Here, you will see a list of fields and filters, like on the Vacancy Hub page. The difference now is that you are seeing talent that matches that vacancy. Take a second to familiarize yourself with the data that is being shown. There is a lot of information available about candidates, so you may not wish to view everything, or it may not all fit on your monitor. Clicking here allows you to edit the fields you wish to view as a priority. Simply select the elements that are most relevant to you. Here, I have removed the styles, interests, contract, job types and salary fields, which is now reflected in my view. At the bottom of the page you will see how many potential candidates match the vacancy. If there is too many here, you can use the filters to reduce the number. There are different types of sorters and filters. This is a sorter, and it allows you to order the results into ascending and descending order. In this example, it would toggle between candidates with the highest or lowest amount of skills. This is a filter. If you enter a value into the box, it will only show results which match. This is another type of filter. But, in these cases, there is only a limited amount of values, so they are listed in a drop-down list instead. Selecting Yes and Unknown will show candidates who fall within an acceptable range of travel. For this example, I have selected this candidate. You can see he has 38% of the skills required to be an acupuncturist. You can now see the full details of the candidate. Their previous experience is a pointer as to their skills match. Now click on Skills Match. You can now see all the missing and matching skills. This enables you to make an evidence-based decision as to whether you are interested in the candidate. These are the missing skills specifically for this candidate. Ideally, you might want somebody with existing experience, but they may not exist, or their expectations might be too high. Identifying people with skills allows for greater mobility of new and existing talent. Of course, you can see matching skills as well. The most important filter is this one highlighted. It enables you to select the pool you want your talent to come from. Obviously, internal employees are your own members of staff. Assuming you are using this function, hiring from this pool enables greater mobility, reduces cost and increases employee satisfaction. External talent is candidates you have invited to your platform. These could be job applicants, tenants, residents, or members of any community. Hiring from this pool increases local economic growth and increases customer satisfaction. Candidates featured in the SkillsMiner profile pool are other job seekers who have created profiles, either through SkillsMiner or one of our partners. Recruiting from this pool is cost efficient and always has a larger amount of active talent. In most cases, obviously, you would normally hire internally or externally as a preference, but this is a useful pool of talent, if you cannot find talent in those preferential places. Finally, we also provide a huge list of CVs. This list is not always matched to roles from a skills perspective, but it is free access to talent. When you find a candidate you are interested in, you can click on the favorite icon, and they will be added to your shortlist. If you are trying to refine your list, and you find a candidate you are definitely not interested in, you can click on Remove Candidate, so they no longer feature on the list. You can also invite a candidate to reply. Clicking this button will activate an email to the candidate. When the candidate receives the email and opens it, they will see the details of the job, and a link to apply for it. Once you have hired a candidate, you can click this button to close the vacancy. Proactive matching is a powerful tool to reduce time to hire, reduce costs, and, most importantly, find the best talent available. This guide walked you through the process of creating and managing searches and vacancies in SkillsMiner. This is a crucial aspect of SkillsMiner. Many hiring processes rely on candidates passively applying to your opportunities. Whilst SkillsMiner fully enables this, where we differ is we allow you to proactively find talent, both internally and externally.